Gandhi. Hello, my name is Talavai Denipah Cook, and I come from the tribes of Ohkay Owigeh Pueblo, Hopi, and Navajo Nation. I am Summer Clan of Ohkay Owigeh Pueblo and Spider Clan from Hopi. And today I'm going to go through the step-by-step process of how to process blue corn into a native traditional cuisine that we've been doing since time immemorial. It is called Khuu Khan Tsawa Itomande, otherwise known as mama dolls, or tiny blue corn tamales. And I hope you enjoy!
As a Pueblo individual, I feel that the blue corn is a very important substance to Pueblo people. It helps nurture us, and it helps feed us and a whole community. Therefore, it is important to keep planting. Blue corn is one of the main plants that we grow as Pueblo people. It is very nutritious substance to our daily health. They call us dry food people because we like to dry out corn, beans, and other plants. As I harvested and dried the corn, I can now chuck the corn kernels off the cob. You can use a corn cob to help break off the hard kernels. If they're loose enough, you can also twist it with your hands. The main idea of this process is to collect as many kernels as you can. Before we move on, we must clean the kernels as much as possible. I like to use a fan to help make sure it gets the job done. Once the kernels are clean, we will use a pan to roast the kernels. As the kernels are heating up, it's important to keep stirring the kernels until it starts to turn light brown. Once it looks ready, we can then have a taste test. Toasty and crunchy is what we were looking for. In the blue bowl is the blue corn before it's roasted, and in the red bowl is the blue corn fully roasted. The next step is the grinding process. We are going to take the roasted corn and grind it with a metate and mono rock grinder. The back and forth motion helps break down the corn kernels into a fine powder, otherwise known as blue corn meal. I will now place 1.5 cups of fine blue corn meal in the bowl and set it aside for now. Next, make sure to place some corn husk in some warm water so they can get flexible. Later, you will see why. The next step is called the nixtamalization process. We will be using 1 teaspoon of juniper ashes and 1 cup of boiling water. Pour the ashes into the water and stir all together. The heat from the boiling water will help activate the ashes to uptake more nutrients from the blue corn meal. Once the nixtamalization process is complete, grab your bowl of blue corn meal and pour the ash water mix into the bowl. Stir ingredients together until it forms into a clay textured ball. Next, we are going to add 1/4 cup of sugar to our blue corn dough. Make sure to mix the sugar into the dough. You can use alternatives to sugar such as Splenda, stevia, honey, or add in dried berries to sweeten it up. This dough looks a little dry. As I continue to mix, I will add in more warm water to moisten the dough. Do you remember those corn husks that were soaking in warm water? They are now flexible enough to use for wrapping the blue corn dough. Now let's make some strings by tearing off strips of the corn husks. Next, we will take a full corn husk and cut off the tip to have a clean wrap. Now we are ready to take a spoonful of the blue corn dough and place it into the corn husk. Now fold each side of the corn husk to fully wrap the dough. To keep it closed, we will use the corn husk strings we made earlier. We will use 2 strings to tie 1 knot at the top and 1 knot at the bottom. I like to cut off the ends of the strings to have a cleaner cut. As you can see, the tiny blue corn tamale takes the shape of a girl. Many Pueblo people like to call them mama dolls. Now it's time to cook these mama dolls and place them into hot boiling water for 20 minutes. When the 20 minutes are over, take out 1 tamale and taste test it to see if it is done. You will know it is done if it is slightly moist on the inside. If it is dry, that means it boiled for too long. These ones look and taste done. We can now take them all out and feed them to other people. Thank you for taking the time to learn a traditional Pueblo cuisine called Khuu Khan Tsawa Itomande. In our traditional ways, only girls are able to make these special tiny tamales. Now that you have learned, you can make your own. Have fun and enjoy. Sangiriho. Goodbye.